This is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. This is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Since the moment I got this phone, I asked you to ask me what I should test. Some of you were telling me, hey, test the new privacy display feature in the dark mode, and this is the video that I'm gonna do right now. First things first, to try to set the scene, I'm using auto brightness on both phones, and I'm also using the vivid screen mode. So auto brightness turned off and now on both of the phones. So the first few tests I'm gonna run is with the privacy display apparently turned off, and we're gonna be starting with the bending, contrast and saturation. So once the test is running on both phones, I'm gonna do the standard thing, which is with the auto brightness. Now this is somewhere like 52%, as you can see. And then we're gonna lower the brightness to the absolute minimum, and then I'm going to rerun the test when the privacy feature is turned to on. And what we're looking to identify is issues with bending, issues with some grain on the display. You know how it goes. We had the same issues with the S24 Ultra, and we are comparing it like crazy to the S23 Ultra. And then I do believe then in S25 Ultra, finally a lot of these things have been fixed. So this is how things look right now. I'm gonna now pump the display brightness to 100% and rerun the very same test. And you let me know what do you think down below in the comments. So in this first test, what I noticed is that the widescreen here on the S25 Ultra is just a tiny bit cold on the white balance, wider compared to what we have here. Everything else, I do believe it's almost on par. So now I'm gonna redo the very same test, but I'm going to lower the brightness. And in fact, I'm going to go as low as 1% brightness, because with lower brightness, this is where some of the things apparently will start to appear or not appear. All right, so we're now back to this screen, all right? And you can see this whole thing. The S26 Ultra looks a tiny bit different compared to the S25 Ultra. Here we have a wider image. Here we do have a, I would say, white yellow, some kind like that. All right, but again, it's nothing really that dramatic in my own opinion. But if you ask me, is it different? I'm gonna tell you, yes, it is. And remember, this is without the privacy protection turned on. Now, what happens when I gradually go to 100%? All right, the pattern is still the same, so there are no obvious changes. All right, we still get the very, very same thing. Now the second portion of test, again, without the privacy feature being turned on. So we start from here. All right, and then again, it's like circa 53% of the brightness. It is clearly different. Also, what I noticed just by looking at this, I can see this kind of a glare. Remember in my unboxing and first impressions video, I did a test like 20 minutes between these two phones. And I told you that just for a glimpse of a second, I have this reminiscence of looking at the screen of a Nintendo 3DS with the 3D thing turned on. I'm not sure how to explain it. If you never used a Nintendo 3DS XL, a new one as well, this is what I mean here. Like, this is something that I can for sure notice. But anyway, again, nothing that big. All right, red is pretty much the same. Green is interesting because also in my daylight test, the greener on the S25 Ultra was a bit more saturated. And we can see this also here and this green. And then everything else I would say was pretty much on par. Like the blue looks almost the same. And then as well also like the light blue. The yellow though is different, guys, you can see. Same situation with the yellow, you can see it looks as the white balance on the S25 Ultra here is a tiny bit different, more warmer compared to what we see on the S26 Ultra. All right, the same example here. Now I think light blue is probably circa gonna be about the same, and now we have the magenta colors. It's a pretty similar, I would say, and this is pretty much it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to 100% and rerun this test with 100% brightness. All right, so again, magenta, okay, more magenta. Here we have cyan, okay, here again cyan, which are called like light blue. Again, some colors of the cyan, and you can see there is a clear difference. And now the yellow, all right, it's clearly different. Right now we have the blue, right, so more blue, green. Green is absolutely different. You can see this S25 Ultra display here, it's a tiny bit warmer. And then we have the red, which seems to be circa the same. And then we have the gray, and then we have more gray, and then more gray. Now let me redo all these tests, but I'm gonna drop the brightness to 1%. And I promise this is gonna be interesting. Let me do this also on the S25 Ultra. So 1% here on both phones. And now we start from the gray. And you can see it's different, clearly. All right, so more gray here. All right, dark gray. And now I come to the red part. So red is a bit more uniform on both of them. All right, more red here. And now we got to the green part, and there's a clear differences, guys. And I'm gonna go to the blue one. Blue one is pretty uniform on both phones, and then we're gonna go to the light blue, which is apparently cyan. But before this, the yellow, you can clearly see. Now, if you tell me that there is no differences, I'm gonna send you to the doctor, because this is different for sure. I'm not saying it better, I'm just saying different at the moment, right? And I'm gonna go to the, I call it light blue, but it's apparently cyan, and this is more cyan, and then this is the magenta. All right, and this is pretty much how it looks like. And now if I pump the brightness to 100%, I'm just going to simply rerun them for you. All right, and after this, I'm going to turn on the privacy display with the maximum protection and see what is going to happen, because people are saying in the dark mode, when you use this phone, then the privacy display is pretty not okay. So the first test I'm going to do right now is with the privacy screen on, and I'm going to disable the maximum protection. Now, how do we know if the privacy screen is on? Well, you can tell from here. All right, let me just go inside the settings. All right, so settings are now in the dark mode. Yeah, so we know this thing works. And now I'm back in the display tester, and you can see it's different. All right, I'm going to run it with the standard brightness levels here, first test. So let's just run this. All right. This is the black. I would say it's pretty uniform. Again, here when we enter to the white area, the white saturation, clearly there is a difference. This reminds me pretty much on the S24 Ultra and with the famous issues. No grain whatsoever at the moment, but just different tuning. And now I'm going to rerun this test, but I'm going to use 100% brightness. All right, so 100% brightness here, 100% brightness here. So yeah, this is what I get. So the black saturation seems to be pretty on par, but when I entered in the white saturation, this is what I get. All right, so probably 100% brightness is not so interesting. What happens when I go and when I use 1%, all right? So now let's go and do this. So now I'm using only 1% of the brightness. And this is exactly where it gets a bit more noticeable. Now, I don't think it's an issue. I'm just saying it's different, and I wanted to test it. And now also run the gamma detection. All right, we're gonna start again with the standard brightness. So this is gray, dark gray. Red is now a bit different than it used to be, but it's circular uniform. The green, you can see, I think it's pretty different. Probably when we get to the yellow is where things really go a bit crazy. So I'm now gonna go to the yellow, and you can see, yeah, this yellow a bit different than this. All right, so more yellow. Then we have cyan, or I call it light blue, and we have magenta. All right, and this is it. So now I'm gonna go and do 100% of the brightness, and I'm gonna rerun the test. So let's go again to magenta. All right, this is cyan. Yeah, now we can see there is also a tiny bit difference here. All right, very noticeable, I think, in the yellow and in the green areas, as you can tell. But again, I think that the more interesting test will be when we arrive at a 1% brightness, which I'm gonna do right now. 1% here as well. And now let's start from the beginning. All right, this is gray. Okay. This is the dark gray. This is the red. All right. And this is the other red. I think some more dark red. And this is kind of like the green. And now we go to the blue. And now we go to the yellow part. I can see here, this is absolutely like a different story, guys. No one can tell me this is the same. It's not. Again, I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying it's different at the moment. We don't really know like if this is better or not, but we know there are certain things that happen when you decide to use the privacy screen, like the dip in the brightness and also the dip in the resolution. And when you go with the maximum privacy display, also a dip in the saturation. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go for the maximum privacy protection, and I'm gonna try to redo this test. So we're gonna be starting with the bending. All right, now, yeah, oh, what the heck is happening here? I think it's pretty obvious what is happening when I go and use the maximum protection. All right, you can see like the black isn't black anymore. But all right, I mean, we have now all this narrow angle pixels doing the job. By the way, how can we be sure of this? Well, you know, you can pretty much see what happens when I just turn this on and off. So right now it's like this, and my whole display is really washed out. The moment I remove it, boom, it just gets to normal, right? This is the normal display with, I think, the basic privacy protection. The moment I go to the maximum one, OMG, you can see the layer. I mean, this is very, very much obvious. But hey, this is, I think, the price you want to pay if you want to use this technology. OMG, I think this is a whole lot of story, guys. But yeah, one must say, well, this is, yeah, the limitations or the constraints. We have this film somehow, like, right? And it's just because maybe I'm using the privacy display with the maximum protection. Yeah, honestly, it's nasty. So if you're alone at home at night, yeah, don't use it. I mean, I will never use it. I mean, just see. With 1%, it gets a tiny bit better, I would say. Yeah, but it's still the same situation, right? You can pretty much see it is the same situation. Now let's also do the gamma detection. All right, I'm gonna enter inside. That's a bit better, I would say. All right, some gray. All right, some dark gray. Some red. OMG, the red is taking a big hit. People are saying that when you use the privacy display, then the resolution drops, and I agree. People are saying that when you use the privacy display and the brightness drop, yeah, I agree too, and I tested it. But the bigger problem is this, is the desaturation of the display, because half of your pixels just don't work. When the wide-angle pixels work, you get everything, but when the narrow pixels are on top of this, then alright, I mean, you can protect some of your information, but then, yeah, you're not using all of your pixels, and I'm not sure if this is because of that. It might be, but this is how it looks like, and honestly, it's not very impressive, I will have to say this. So inside dark mode, I'm not sure if I want to use this thing. You know what, forget about this display test, let's just use something real. I want to use a real YouTube video. OMG, like even the whole menu looks, this is not very usable, guys. What the heck is happening? Like, all right, okay, yeah, this is bad. Okay, let's play it. All right, I'm gonna try to play it on a full screen, and I will let you be the judge of it. It's not drastically bad, but it's also not perfect, guys. Honestly, I would not really use this in a dark environment. It just kills the vibe of the whole image. You know what, let me make it bigger, right? People are gonna say that I rigged the test. No, I'm gonna go and make this bigger so you can experience it the way it is. And you let me know down below in the comments, like, what do you think? I mean, is it okay? Will you use this like this? At this point of time, I'm still a bit divided. I'm gonna keep using the privacy display only for my pop-up notifications, but I will never want to get this thing on my whole screen, unless of course I go to like some public spaces and stuff like this, because I don't really like what it's doing to my display. And I'll be very interested to also hear you in the comments down below. Is this a price you're willing to pay to have like the maximum display protection all the time? Are you taking this or are you taking this? Let's try to test some viewing angles. Yeah, right. I mean, this thing works. It really works in the dark. That's no joke. Alright, I can completely confirm that this is gonna work, because see, I can almost like see the S25 Ultra to here and not really see the S26 Ultra. But everything is so pretty annoying when this is turned to the maximum protection. You know what? Let me pause the video. What I want to do, like, I want to give it like one more chance. So maximum protection is really bad. I can confirm this, but let's give it one more chance. Let's give the privacy display one more chance, as I'm running this now with the regular privacy display and without the maximum protection. And honestly, this is better. When you use the privacy screen without the maximum protection, I think it's really better. Like, the colors are not so washed out. And I think in general, like, this is probably the mode that you would like to use. And I think also, like, brightness wise, it's kind of cool, right? You see, it really does the job, right? So this is my S25 Ultra and this is the S26 Ultra. And you can see, like, at some point, yeah, it just goes away, right? Like that. One more time. This is it, guys. I really hope that you enjoy videos like this. It's Sunday evening, but I had to do this video. And if you like what I do here on the channel, you might as well want to sub. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.